Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm going to attempt to record a puzzle I created about 3 months ago, and I don't think I've looked at since then. So I'm going to call this one a blind solve almost. I do remember some of the tricks that came with this, like one of them. There was a point to this puzzle where people used to quite regularly get stuck, and I do remember where that was, so I hopefully won't get stuck there. But we will see. I've got to get that far through the puzzle. This was rated sort of a medium difficulty. Using my rating system, people rated this one sort of a low hike or mid hike. So we'll see how we go. I'm recording at the moment mostly because I need a distraction from the problems in life. So we'll see how this goes. This was actually released as a Patreon preview of mine a few months ago. And as I've said about it, everything that I release as a preview for my patrons will get released for free at some point. And this video is my way of doing that. So with the release of this puzzle to my Bremster unpublished puzzle video playlist, where I can release my own puzzles without interfering with the main channel. This puzzle is available to everyone if they are monitoring the thing, and I'll post a tweet about it and stuff. So, and it may hit the main channel at some point. Who knows? If you're seeing this on the main channel as my daily release, cool. So let's have a look at video surveillance by me, Bremster. The rules for the puzzle. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have entropic lines, and the way entropic lines work is any set of 3 digits along an entropic line must contain a low digit, which is 1, 2, or 3, a medium digit, 4, 5, or 6, and a high digit, 7, 8, 9. So, for example, these 3 digits will contain one of each, but these 3 digits will contain one of each. So, when you're looking at the lines, you have to take that into consideration. We've also got Kropki pairs, which means that digits on a black dot will have a 1 to 2 ratio, so one will be double the other, and cells separated by a white dot must be consecutive. So, not all dots are given, which means that it would be perfectly fine for these 2 dots to be consecutive and these 2 dots to be in a 1 to 2 relationship. That's what we've got. I don't remember, as I said, I don't remember too much about this puzzle apart from where there was a bit of a trick. And I do remember even in testing, this one was a little bit tricky even to me. Someone found a better path through it than I did when I was testing it. I don't remember what that was. So will I find it now? Who knows? So let's give this a shot. The obvious place for me to start is almost certainly here, because for reasons I've gone through many times, this is 2, 4, and this is 1, 2, 4, or 8, because black Kropki dots never take 5, 7s, or 9s, and with a 3 or a 6 in here, because they all see each other, I'd have to go 3, 6, 3, or 6, 3, 6, and that won't work. And if I was to put an 8 or a 1 in the middle, I would have to put 2 or 4 on each side, so it has to go this way. Now, if this was 1, 2... I can't put 2 in the middle, because if I put 2 in the middle, this would have to go 1, 2, and the 2 would have to be surrounded by 1 and 3. Same here. So this has to be the 4, which means this is not 1 or 4. It has to go 2, 4, 8. And surrounding the 4 has to be 3 and 5. And then surrounding the 3 and 5 has to be 2 and 6. So this is going to have to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in one order or the other, but I'm not sure which. Now, 2, 8. I really don't remember. 2, 4, 8 or 2, 4, 8. These digits are going to be 1, 6, 7, or 9. But I'm not sure that's helping me. What can this dot be? It can't be 8, 9. It can't be 7, 8. Can't be 1, 2. Hang on. Can't be 1, 2. It can't be 2, 3. It can't be 3, 4. Can't be 4, 5. It could be 5, 6. It could be 6, 7. That's the way to look at this. This dot, it's a consecutive dot. It must have an even digit on it. And these are all even digits. So this has to have an even digit on it. So it has to be from 5, 6, 7. So this will And it can't be 5, 6 because this is an entropic line. So this has to be 6, 7 because if it was 5, 6, then these are both mid and you can't put two mids on it. So this has to be 6, 7. And this now can't have another high digit because if it had another high digit, then that would break the entropic line. This is the 2, this is the 8. Now, this now means that I cannot put a low digit down here, so I have to put the 9 in one of those. So these have to be a low, so 1, 3, and a medium, which has to be 5. So these have to be from 1, 3, and 5. So the low digit that goes, oh no, the low digit is still open, but I can't put a 5 on this. In fact, 7 and 9 have to go in those, and that can't be 7. So 7 is along here because of the 6, 7 looking down. Right. And now this is one of the tricks that I do vaguely remember. This is a run of entropic digits. So this will include a low, a medium, and a high. This is a run of entropic digits. So this will include a low, a medium, and a high. But in the row, there will only be 3 lows, 3 mediums, and 3 highs. So this has to be a run of entropic digits, a low, a medium, and a high, because otherwise I will run out to be able to fill out those. But there's a 7 in there. And because there's a 7 in there, because I can't put 7 in any of those, and I can't put 7 in any of those, 7 is in here. I cannot also put 9 in here, so this becomes the 9. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Yeah, okay. That's not as helpful as you might want. But that means this is from 1, 3, or 5. Except the 5 has to be down here for the entropic. So this is 1, 3. So this is the low digit. I'm actually going to start coloring. So this is low, this is medium, this is high, this is high. And here's the other important trick. This is a consecutive dot on an entropic line, which means this, for example, can't be 1, 2, and it can't be 2, 3, because 1, 2 would mean that the cells are not entropic, and 2, 3 is the same. It could be 3, 4, can't be 5, 6, 4, 5, not entropic, can't be 5, 6, could be 6, 7, which is entropic, but the 7 is taken up. So it can't be 6, 7, can't be 7, 8, can't be 8, 9. So this has to be 3, 4, which means that's not the 3. So this is 3, 4. This has to be high, so this has to be 8 or 9, because I can't use 7, because 7 is here. And these have to be low and mid, and they can't be 3, 4. So these are from 1, 2, 5, and 6. Which is interesting. 3, 4. So over here, either 1 is in here or 2 is in here, or 1 is in here and 2 is in here. And there has to be an 8 or a 9. Oh, no, the 7 is in here, so there has to be an 8 or a 9 over here. Now, 1 to 2, 3 to 2, 1 to... I can probably do something here, and I'm trying to remember what it is. This is entropic and this is entropic, so this has to be entropic. So one of these has to be a high digit, but the only high digit you can put onto a Kropki dot is 8. So one of those is 8, so one of those is 4. Hey, I just want to do a quick jump in. I originally released this video and had a couple of comments saying I'd made a logical error at this point, and because this is a video that has not been released to the main channel and has only been seen by a few people, I have the opportunity to do a fix. So I originally made a deduction. Up to this point it was good, but then I made a deduction about medium parity having to be in one of these two, but of course a 5 could go here. So what I want to do is re-look at this and try and do it correctly. So I had just proved that 8 had to go in here, and I'm comfortable with that, which means 4 has to go in here. But that means, of course, 6 can't go in here. So 6 has to go into one of these cells. Now, if I put 6 into here, then that means that 6 is the middle digit here. 5 can't go here, so this becomes the 5. But then I have to ask where 3 goes, because 6 here would mean that 5 is here, and now there's nowhere for 3, because if I put a 3 on a black dot, it would need to be with a 6, but I've put 6 up here. So 6 can never go up here. So 6 can only go into one of those two cells. So this becomes a 6-8 pair. 6 can only go with 3 and 8 can only go with 4. So this becomes a 3-4 pair. The 6 in here means this can't be the 5, and this has to be the 5, and this becomes a 1 because of the 3-4 pair, and this becomes a 2-7 pair. And that is the correct way to think about how to resolve box 8 to this point. Sorry I got that wrong in my original video. I'm going to grab this clip and I'm going to edit into the original video. That's the correct way to think about how to resolve box 8. Thanks. So this is the middle digit, this is the low digit. 3 and 4 can't go next to 1, can't go next to 6. So this is 2 or 5. 3 and 4, well, 3 can only go next to 2 because it can't go to 4 because the 4 is in here, and 4 can't go next to 3. So this is another 2, 5. And this can't be 6, and it can't be 1. So this is a 2-5 pair, which makes that 6, that 5, that 3, and that 2. The 3 here makes that 4, which makes that 8, which makes that 6, which makes that 3. 3 can only go next to 2 and 5. 2 makes that 5. So these are mid. This is low. So 1, 2, that has to be mid and that has to be low. So that becomes the 4 and the 3. This 1, 2, 3, this has to be the middle digit. So this has to be 4 or 6, and it can't be 4. So this becomes a 6. One of these has to be a 1. So this is a 189 triple. And this has to also be low or high. So 2, 3, 7, or 9. It can't be 2. So there's no 6 in there. It's scary how little of this I remember. But I do love rediscovering the puzzles. 1, this is a 1-6 pair by Sudoku. 1 can't be in any of those cells, so it has to be down here. 6 is pointing down here. So 1, 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7, 8, 9. So 7 must be in here, so that's not 7. This is 3 or 9. 1, 6. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if this is 7 and 8, there's no 8 in here. This is 1, 9. This becomes 8. There's no 8 in here. This is 7, 9. 7, 8, 1, 9. This becomes the 3. So this is the low digit. So 3 along has to be 1 and 9. So the entropic is giving me those. And this is 2 and 4. Which is putting pressure on this, because this now can't be 1, 2 or 2, 4. So it's 3, 6 or 4, 8 only. And this can only be 1, 2 in a particular order, or 3, 6, because I can't use 2, 4 or 4, 8, or 3, 6. Maybe these? I need to put a 1 somewhere. So what is this quad? 1, 7, 8, 9. That can't be 1. So I need to put a 1 or a 2 up here. It would either be a 1 in here or a 2 in here. Similarly, I need to put a 1 or a 2 up here, 2 in here, or a 1 anywhere. That can't be a high digit. And I do need to put a high digit along here. I need to put a high digit in here as well. So these are from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 5 or 6. And this can't be from 4 or 8. Oh, none of them can be from 6 or 7. So this is only 5 or 9. And this is from 4, 8 or 9. This can't be 4. Because if this is 4, this would have to be 3, which it can't be, or 5, which it can't be. So this is the high digit. This is the middle digit, which makes it 5. So 8 or 9 has to go next to a high digit, so that becomes high. 1, 2, 3, that becomes high. That can't be 8, so this is odd, and odd, like neither 7 or 9 can be consecutive to 9, so this becomes the 8. 5 can only be consecutive with 4 or 6, so that becomes a middle digit. 1, 2, 3 along, that becomes a middle digit. That cannot be a middle digit. This is 3 or 8, so this can't be 3 or 4 anymore. This has to be 6 or 8. And this is 4, 5 or 6. This is 7, 8 or 9. Maybe I do need to colour these to see what digits I'm running out of. I'm not sure. Is it these? 1, 2, 4, 9. Well, that can't be 9 because that would have to be 8. 4 has to be in here. Yeah, I can't put 4. Yeah, 4 is in one of those two, so there's no 4 in there. 1 here would make that 2, so that's not 1. This is 2 or 4. 1 here would make that 2, so that's not 1. This is 2 or 9. So 2 would make that 1. 9 would make that 8, because I can't make that 3. So this is either 1 or 8. I really don't remember, which is cool. I know I keep saying that, but it is something I enjoy. It'll be another entropic trick I have completely forgotten. So this, I am going to colour them. These are low. These are medium. This is high. These are high. High, medium, and low. So I've got to put a 1 or a 2 in here and a 1 or a 2 in here. Two here would go next to 1 or 3. 4 would go next to 3 or 5. And it can't be 5. So this is only 1 or 3. So this is low. I am confuzzled. I remember the real trick in the puzzle being down here, which I've already done. Hey, oof. There's a 9 in one of those. If that's 2, that's 1. No, that's not true. Yes, if that's 2, that's 1. That's 1. Right, that doesn't work. If that is 2, this has to be a low digit, and it couldn't be 2 or 3, so it'd be 1. But then I'd have 2, this would make this 1, this would be 1, and I'd have to put 1 down here, and I can't do it. So this is 6, and this is 3. I don't know if that's the way through that I originally intended, but I'll take it. This is now 7 and 6, so this is high and medium. That puts a 6 up here. This is not 6 anymore. And I can't, the only place I can put a medium digit is there, so that becomes the 6. So I can't put a 4 now has to be in one of those 2 digits because I can't put 4 along here because this is entropic and I can't put another middle digit. It has to be in one of those, and that 4 tells me it's there. So that is 4. Now this has to be low because it can't be high or medium. So this has to be 1 or 2 and is low. And over here I've got 1, 2, 7, 9. But I'm not sure which. It'll depend on what that turns out to be. Five is in one of those. 5 is in one of those. Hang on. Yeah, 5 is in one of those. Three is in one of those 2. Does that do anything? 2 is in one of those 2. So what are these? 1, 3, 4, 7, 9. Well, there's no 3 in there. I didn't mean to put 6 in. So 3 is in one of those 2. Five. There's no 4 there. So 4 is absolutely in one of those 2. Hang on, they're both 8s. I removed 4 from there somehow. How did I do that? Oh, right. Of course, when I removed the entropic capability here, they can't be 8 anymore. That is 3 and 6. That's probably been there for ages. That is low. That is medium. This being low means 1, 2, 3. This has to be low. So this is the 1, 2. This is the 7, 9. Okay. Does that do anything? Please. 6 here means that's not 6. So this is 6, which means it's medium because that's a 1, 7, 9 triple. So where does 2 go in this column? It can't go in any of those because they can't be 2. They can't be 2 because there's a 2 in the box, and they can't be 2. That's 2, that's 4. 4 is there, 2 is low. 4, that can't be 3 anymore, so that's 3, which is low. This is 7, 8, which means it's high, and this has to be 4 or 5, which is medium. Wow, this is trickier than I remember. What is this quad? 1, 4, 7, 8. Well, there's no 8 there. What the heck have I missed? That's now a 3 because of that 3, which can go with either 2 or 4. How many 3s have I got in the grid? All of them. That was ridiculously unhelpful. Two has to go up here somewhere. What have I missed? I remember this collapsing at this point. That 6 is looking down, making that 1 and that 6. I am scanning badly today. I know I'm not rested, but this is now high. So now I've got 3 high, and that 1 is looking up, making that 2, which makes that 1. That 1 takes the 1s out of there. This becomes the 8, this becomes the 9, and those are both high. That means this is not 9 or this is not 9 or 7. This is 1. There is no 1 in there. That is low. There's no 1 there. There's no 9 there either. This becomes a 2-4 pair, which means this can't be 9 or 2. This is the 1, which is low. I can take the 1 out of there. This 9 makes that 7. Here we go. Again, I apologize to everyone. 2 and 7. The 2 is low. The 7 is high. Now, this is not 8 anymore. Where does 4 go in this row? It can't go there or there, so this has to be the 4 and the 2. 4 is medium, 2 is low. This has to be 2 and 5. I can't put 2 there, so this is 5, which is medium. This is the 2, which is low. This is not the 5. This is 7, 8, 9, which is high. This now can't be the 2, so this is the 2, which is low. This has to be the 5, which is medium, which makes this the 4, which makes this the 5. This is 4, 7, or 9, and it can't be 4, so that's a 7, 9 pair, that being high. This becomes the 4, which is medium. Takes 4 out of both of those. This is a 1, 7, 8, 9, so this has to be the 5, which is medium. I'll get there. 1, 9. That's not 7. That 4 takes 4 out of there. So this has to be the 4, which is medium. 1, 7, 8, 9. One in this column has to, oh, that 8 makes that 1. That'll do it. So this becomes 7. So there's no 7 in there. There's no 1 in there. This is an 8, 9 pair. These are both high. There's no 8 or 9 over here. So this is 7 and 1. There's no 7 or 1 here. This becomes the 9. This becomes the 8. The 8 and the 9 are both high. The 1 is no, be in the right mode. The 1 makes this 9, which is high. This makes this the 1, which is low. And now I need to break into these digits. So 7 goes 9 and 7. This can't be 7 or 9. This is 8. This is 9. This is 7, which goes over here, making 9 and 7. The 9 makes this 8, 8 and 9. And that goes down here, making this 7 and 8. And that is video surveillance, a puzzle I created a few months ago and I obviously forgot almost everything about. I hope you enjoy the puzzle, and I hope you explore other puzzles in my Bremster Unpublished Puzzle video playlist, which is where I am now releasing a lot of my puzzles for people to enjoy. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.